So we came back to the back of the property today. We're gonna see if the blueberries are ripe. So we're coming up on the patch of bunch berries, and all the bunch berries are ripe now. Still don't really know what I'm gonna do with them, but it's fun to see all of this fruit all over the place. So our property has a lot of old logging roads on it. So it's kind of easy to move around back here, but they haven't been maintained in a while. I think it's been at least a couple of decades since they logged this property last. But the nice thing is that we basically have trails already cut in. Oh, here we go. I think we're coming up on the blueberry patch. No, those are more bunch berries. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. Here's the blueberry patch. Let's see if we have any ripe ones.
So little.
Yeah, I'm not seeing much. Deer could have been through here, or maybe even bears. I don't see any blueberries. I'm not seeing any. Watch, I'll go to edit the footage and be like, oh, there's a bunch of them, you idiot. Look closer. They're right in front of you. I mean, when we were here last, we saw green ones. So where's the green ones at least? I think I might have been too late.
Yeah, someone probably ate them.
Well, I guess that's a flop on the blueberries. Alright, I guess I should learn my lesson to just leave the camera rolling for a few more seconds. We came across this wild-looking fungi. I don't know what kind of mushroom this is. It looks like it's already been parasitized by another fungus. Yeah, this is weird. Wow. Yeah, that's been parasitized by some type of fungus, but I don't know what mushroom this would have been. So this one grew a little weird. So I'm thinking that this fungus must have been parasitized before it even came out of the ground, which I think that's how that works. Oh, here's one. Maybe this will give us a clue. Well, it has gills, so it's not a bolete, but I'm not sure what type of mushroom that is. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of fungus growing right now, which is exciting. Fun to see. Fun to see the fungi. Oh God. I should stop. So I'm not sure what kind of mushrooms these are. They're looking a little ragged. I'm thinking they're deer mushrooms, but I'm not sure. It's hard to identify these guys when they're so far gone. A lot of slugs have had a snack on these guys. But they have gills. And they're pretty beefy. I don't see a veil, so I don't think it's an amanita. I'll have to check when I get back to the cabin.
Oh, big hole here.
So we have a bit of a wetland at the back of our property, and we're just traversing it to get to the other side where that stone altar is. So we made it to the other side, and I was trying to figure out what kind of grass this is. It's different than most of what we just walked through, but I'll have to get a better photo when I go back. But we are on the other side of the wetland, and we're about to go find that stone altar.
Wow, it's going out from upside down.
Is it? Or is it?
Oh, wow, yeah. Huh. I wonder if that's... I don't know what that is. Weird. Unless it got stuck and then the stem was eaten and then it's just the cap, like, adhered to the top.
Maybe.
Because I don't see gills It could be a wood conch.
Okay, yeah, it's a,
Polypore?
yeah, I think it's a birch polypore or something. I don't know, but
That would make sense.
it's growing out the bases at the top right there.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
kind of like a wood conch.
That's a birch polypore, probably.
Okay, yeah.
It looks like, well, I don't know what this stump is, but it looks similar
it's
to
surrounded
other.
by birch. Ooh, there's
Yeah.
a birch tree growing right there. So
Right.
I would say that's a birch polypore.
Yeah. Cool. It's like
Still
a
looks
little
kinda
umbrella
neat.
spurting its spores.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Oh, look at
Oops.
that. That's weird.
Oh, the lichen on the rock?
Yeah. Oh, nice little colony sort of looking thing.
Yeah. There's a huge wood conch right there.
Oh, wow, yeah.
Oh, wow. And an amanita right next to it.
Yeah, orange eating mushroom up here.
Yeah, it's probably an amanita.
There's a cluster of mushrooms on the base of that tree.
Ooh.
Good eye.
Oh, I wonder what that one is.
You want these for a second?
Sure. Okay. Do you mind holding
Huh. Oops, sorry.
this
Did I
one?
push you?
Yeah.
Maple.
That's a maple? Okay. So, what is this? I think I'm gonna have to come back
There's one branch of this weed
in a
in
few
here.
weeks when it grows
There's
more.
branches of weed in.
Oh, weird.
The moss is throwing me off. It's probably just some type of wood conch that's not really edible, but that's really cool.
Now, it's important to remember to be quiet, because you can only find the altar if it wants you to find it. It's a matter of figuring out which one. I think it's still probably this way.
Yeah?
Big hole underneath that tree over there.
Yeah, I think that might be a roll top or a velvet foot.
Tiny frog. Look at him, he's a cutie.
Hi, little buddy. Yeah, little wood frog. Looks like he's very freshly out of the pond. We made it back. We have found the stone altar. I don't know if it's an altar, I'm just calling it that.
Is it the same one?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it definitely looks similar. I just thought I remembered it a bit differently in my head.
Oh. Shotguns.
Yeah, probably walking through this area hunting.
I don't see any markings on it. Yeah.
I just wish the whispering would stop.
Ben! Oh, stuff's crunchy. I don't want to step on this lichen too much, but I want to see this.
I wonder if it like marks the path.
Pretty cool rock.
Yeah, I don't see any markings on it. Bunch of blueberries growing here. There's some spiders on it. Do you see any markings?
Nothing.
Okay. Ben!
Bring the face off and use that way.
The demons!
Or the fairies.
Interesting. Wonder if there's any like little arrowheads around here.
So Ben found a little cave. Hopefully there's not a badger in it or something. So just where two rocks separated, it looks like. I don't see anything in there. Found some raspberries. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
No good.
Whole bunch of them right here.
Yeah, they are.
Sweet. I have a paper bag if you want to collect some.
Sure.
Well, we didn't get blueberries, but we found raspberries at least.
Tons of raspberries, and they're all clean. No bugs in them.
I wonder if the curse of the altar stretches this far.
Oh, like if we eat these raspberries, it'll take our life.
No, just kill the bugs.
Oh.
But maybe it does.
One of my favorite parts about this property is all of the moss that grows just everywhere. Most of my life was on the west coast in Washington State, and there was a lot of moss there, so I'm glad to still have moss where I live. I think all of this was here from the logging that happened.
Mm-hmm.
I think that they actually didn't do it as responsibly as they were supposed to. The person who sold this property to the previous owners, we met him and he said that he always felt bad about the way they left it here. So hopefully we can improve things and get it back to a good quality land lot, or a wood lot. Well, for about 25 minutes of harvesting, we got a pretty good amount of raspberries. And I'd say they're up to about here in the bag. Not too bad. We definitely need to get the weed whacker out here so we can make some type of a path, but it's nice to be able to just harvest stuff that we didn't have to put too much effort into growing, or any effort into growing.
Yeah, I just think you can be too subtle about these things, and then sometimes you require a little bit more direct. Yeah, yeah, I know. Yeah, they're here. Yeah, I gotta go. Yeah, I'll talk to you later. I'll be at the meeting. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sic semper tyrannis. Boop. Well, I guess you decided to come. Yay. Every day. All right. Well, I guess we're gonna be working on doing some potatoes today. Both of us. So, watch that. You came here a little bit early this time, so we're going to be having to do the whole job, cleaning up the beds, getting them ready, getting new soil, and then mixing it, the whole deal. So you're here for the whole thing. Yay! It's not like I wanted to be on my own. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just being weird. Okay, so the ideal time to sift soil is after a long, hot, dry spell. You know, the soil's nice and dry, it's nice and light, usually breaks up pretty easily. The time you don't want to do it is after a rain. So yeah, we got about half an inch to 3/4 of an inch of rain last night. So let's sift some soil. Okay, so for this next part, we're going to be mixing in some peat moss with some of that sifted soil that I just sifted out. Okay, so it's a little while later, and I have gotten all of these pots filled up. It's alternating layers of sifted ground soil and peat. And I also got some leaves deeper down for some roughage and warm food and hopefully improved drainage. So with these potatoes, these are mountain rose potatoes apparently. Ooh yeah, they're already growing. They are ready to go in the ground. A little bit late in fact. So couple things is what's important is you want to get them a couple inches down, but you also want to leave, since I'm using these pots or planters, you want to leave some space at the top because once the potatoes grow, you're going to want to put more soil in here and raise it up so you get more potatoes going in the ground and a better harvest. I also have not put compost in here yet, which I'm going to do once I get these planted. I'm probably planting these a little bit closer to each other than they should be, but sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. You don't need a ton of this on top, just a couple inches for some nutrients. Gotta get some mulch or mulch on top. Keep that humidity in there because potatoes, they love their humidity. Like all carbohydrates, they just soak up the water. And that's that. Now I'm going to do the same thing on the other bed, but you've already seen it. So, you know, I need some alone time, so why don't you just
Trying to catch some perch. Came out to a little local beaver dam, seeing if we can catch any perch. Well, I caught some weeds. Guess I could grill those up. For a jig, I'm using a trout worm with a small hook and a weight on the head. It's probably not the best setup for perch, but it's what I have. Thanks. Oh, there's frogs.
Yeah.
You want some frog legs?
Nope.
Why not?
Because I do not want them.
Okay. Well, if all else fails, we can go get some periwinkles.
Periwinkles? Some snails?
Yeah, remember how many periwinkles we saw?
Oh yeah.
Something bite my chin?
Probably a weed.
You think so? Yeah.
Well, let's try moose horn.
Alright, I guess we'll go with freaking moose horn. Alright, you want to turn it off?
There's that beautiful moose horn.
We have much activities.
If we don't get... Oh, did you push play? Are you recording? Did you push stop? Are you
Oops.
recording now?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I caught the elusive stick fish. So I guess if we get nothing else, we can have this for dinner. Bass. I think he's too small. Yeah, I would toss him back. Here, I got it. Oh. Well, first one's too small, but hey, we caught something.
Yeah.
They're biting. Let me get the pliers. So for a little bit of a garden update, we have a volunteer daikon radish growing out of the mound of dirt that we dug out of that bed right behind it. Then this is a no-dig style bed. We just laid down cardboard and then layered soil, compost, organic matter, fertilizer. We have ground cherries and tomatillos. Hopefully we'll get something. It's already August, so I'm not sure. Then we have some Swiss chard growing. I think these are jalapenos. Here is our asparagus bed. So it has definitely ferned out quite a bit, and there's new shoots coming up all the time. This is what we were using for water catchment. We had to drain it. It's starting to get too much algae. The resident frog is not quite happy about the water level being so low. And then over here, in this, our own little dome greenhouse, we have a bunch of peppers growing in there. So those are our peppers. We have a mix of jalapenos and bell peppers in there. Here's all of our onions. They're definitely bulbing out really well. We are going to have a really nice onion harvest this year. And that's the first time that I've managed to do that. And I think the difference was we used onion sets instead of seeds. So I'm probably going to just continue using onion sets from here on out. Here's a few squash plants. There is kale. We have all of our peas growing right here on this trellis. Looks like we need to do some harvesting in here. Quite a bit of peas. Over here in this bed, we have a whole bunch of tomatoes. They're putting on a lot of foliage, but we're not really seeing too many tomatoes. There's definitely tomatoes in here. Still green. There's a bunch of yellow summer squash. All of our zucchini. We have the corn in here as well, and one sunflower. It's about to start opening up, which is exciting. More tomatoes on this side. So we ended up putting in a trellis. It's not really working out the way I want. It's mostly my error. All the tomato plants had their tags pulled out, so I couldn't identify which was a determinate versus indeterminate. And I had to wait until they started setting fruit before I could prune them. And now they're so far gone that I'm just kind of letting them do what they want to do. A little bit of cauliflower in here. The slugs really liked this corner bed for some reason. So we have a lot of slug damage on this bed. We're trying to salvage what we can. But yeah, there's our little end of July, beginning of August garden update.
Okay, ducklings, come on. Right, come on. You got dinner in the cabin or in your little shed. You too, lady. Welcome to beautiful San Quacken.